47 days, no rescue team, no radio signal, no way out. This is the story of one man who vanished into the Arctic and somehow, against every odd nature could stack against him, came back alive. Every year, dozens of people enter the Arctic wilderness and never return. The cold doesn't warn you. It doesn't negotiate. It simply takes. But in the winter of 2019, survivalist Erik Nansen set out on a solo expedition across the northern Canadian tundra, and when his GPS failed on day 3, the wilderness swallowed him whole. What happened over the next 47 days would redefine the limits of human endurance. Erik's last known communication was a brief radio check-in at base camp, then silence. Search teams launched within 48 hours, but a Category 2 blizzard grounded every aircraft and buried every trail. The Arctic had closed the door. No one was coming. The first priority in any Arctic survival situation is shelter. Without it, hypothermia sets in within hours. Erik carved a quingy, a primitive snow dome, using only a folding blade and his bare hands. Inside, the temperature held at just below freezing. Outside, it dropped to -42. That hollow pocket of frozen air was the difference between life and death. By day 8, his rations were gone. The human body can survive roughly 3 weeks without food, but the Arctic demands 10 times the normal caloric burn just to stay warm. Erik improvised snares from bootlaces and paracord. On day 11, he caught his first Arctic hare. He ate it raw. There was no choice. Isolation is its own kind of cold. By week 3, Erik later described hearing voices in the wind his family. His own name called from across the tundra. Sleep deprivation, hunger, and sensory monotony pushed the human mind toward the edge. The greatest survival challenge in the Arctic isn't the cold. It's staying sane enough to keep making the right decisions. On day 29, Erik made the decision that saved his life. He found a river. In the Arctic, rivers are lifelines they led downstream, toward lower ground, toward eventual civilization. He built a crude raft from driftwood and lashed it with strips of animal hide. For 6 days, he floated, frostbitten, barely conscious, but moving. On day 37, a second blizzard hit. Winds exceeded 70 miles per hour. The raft broke apart. Erik lost his fire kit, his most critical piece of equipment, to the current. He reached the riverbank with nothing but the clothes on his back and the instinct to crawl toward higher ground. He lay in the snow for 6 hours, unable to move. He later said the only thought that kept him conscious was simple: not yet. On day 43, Erik spotted the distant drone of a search and rescue aircraft, a routine sweep that had been running for weeks with no result. He had no flares, no mirror, no radio, so he did what humans have done for 10,000 years. He lit everything he had. A signal fire that burned for 2 hours, green spruce boughs producing thick black smoke visible for miles. The pilot saw it on the second pass. On day 47, Erik Nansen was airlifted from the Canadian tundra. Frostbite had claimed 2 fingers on his left hand. He'd lost 31 pounds. His core temperature was dangerously low, but his mind battered, hallucinating. Worn to the edge was intact. He was alive, and he remembered everything. Erik's 47 days in the Arctic teaches something that no survival manual ever quite captures: that the will to live is not a feeling. It's a decision, made again and again, in the dark, in the cold, when every signal your body sends says stop. Shelter first, water second, fire third, food fourth, and above all else keep moving. The moment you stop moving, the Arctic wins. If this story moved you, if it made you think about what you're truly capable of, then hit that like button and subscribe. Every week we bring you stories of survival, endurance, and the raw edge of human potential. Drop a comment below. How many days do you think you could last in the Arctic? Let's find out how tough this community really is.